seen it in a minute and a half.
I think Roy's the better matchup here.
I can see it.
I don't think that there's any. I mean, yes, Spargo definitely beats SHADIC, I'd say, you know, at least 60% of the time. But Roy is theoretically good into Corrin. You have all the ability to pressure shield. Corrin's best out-of-shield option is like a 9-frame nair, I think. And all of Roy's aerials, except for down air, and down tilt are safe on shield. So much shield pressure can come out, and then you can just start an advantage state off of like a grab on those shield pressures. And I think that Corrin's just kind of looking for errant options and ledge traps.
In this position, though, talking about ledge traps, it's Kola's turn, but no, the up B actually ever so slightly poking above the edge, and Kola did not respect it, and you're going to learn to respect it. Good God, look at the damage racking up after that one errant option in the corner.
Yeah, just pretend like you're watching like Fox or Me Brawler versus Corrin here, because that's the range in which Kola's going to want to play in.
True.
Any range that is longer than that, SHADIC's going to have the advantage, and SHADIC is so good at playing at just that range.
That neutral area is the one tool this character has to pressure, though. You can actually start to challenge some of those aerials, and this has been the difference maker. It feels like Kola's big X factor this weekend has been his ability to go off stage and try to get those crazy edge guards. The problem has been, though, the reversals are errant sometimes. SHADIC is definitely one to save a hitbox for folks that are trying to be too over-aggressive.
Kola's one of the best ledge trappers in Smash as well. Look at this pressure right here. Actually finds the back air. SHADIC has had no trouble getting off ledge against pretty much every opponent that he's faced so far, and is not going to struggle this time. Actually gets a nice reversal to close the stock on a Kola, and Kola's going to panic and try to get a stock back fast.
Lands down with the side B and then gets the parry too, but nothing out of it. The empty short hop right there, not even trying for a dash grab, just seeing what he can get damage-wise. Jab into the dash attack will do it, so 50% extra credit from SHADIC, and we don't really see Corrin get too many of these like long combo strings.
Yeah.
So perhaps this is something where all I need is a little bit of momentum, and then we get an even game next Kola.
Absolutely. That was a big trade that is important for Kola. 60% is not really that important to have on Roy. You don't have to really worry until you're off stage or until you're getting juggled by Corrin. You basically want to play out of range of Corrin and then wait for SHADIC to throw out an unsafe hitbox, or rush in, try to break the pressure like we talked about, all the shield pressure in the world, all the ability to burst option in the world, and start your pressure. This is what Kola's doing now.
Already landing again with the up air, and Kevin, I got a question for you. What the heck do you do when Kola's got a head of steam? It just feels as though SHADIC, unable to get any kind of a reset, does not have a fast aerial that hits below him, but now gets a little bit of neutral options right there. Down tilt doesn't connect, side B, weak hit. SHADIC off stage, able to recover, unthreatened, but the edge trapping, you talked about it a little bit, and wow, we're just getting a reset off of that one. Not quite the sweet spot we were looking for.
Oh, I love the counter from SHADIC that would have caught, and Kola thankfully missed it for his own sake. Gets a nice forward air, not going to quite kill. It's a little stale at this point, I think. 146% it should kill. The grab is spot dodge, and SHADIC gets the turnaround.
Can we talk about how that almost killed too off of the reversal? That down tilt is such a good option. The kill confirms are available through that tool, but Kola don't need no confirm. He just needs to catch you swinging out of shield.
That's the thing. All of Corrin's aerials are safe on Roy's shield, but none of the tilts, none of the smash attacks, nothing else is safe. And so you can just use options out of shield. You can drop shield up tilt. You can use up B out of shield. You have plenty of options there. So now Kola's going to try to get some extra credit on the board.
Back air definitely not going to do it from 3/4 across the stage. Instead, set up a lead trap and did not quite tweak the spot, so that pin will claim the stock easily.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. Kola definitely knows how to snap to ledge and just didn't there. That was a bad choice from Kola that could cost him dearly, but he's able to start his own pressure.
I definitely think it was a choice, too, not a misinput. I think he was trying to go high to avoid the sweet spot pin.
I agree with that.
To avoid that 2-frame option instead. Neutral airs and forward airs coming out from SHADIC, just trying to space Roy out, and it was working out fairly well, but the explosiveness, he's going to get in eventually, and he's been making it count.
Yep. SHADIC's trying to reset here, going to the corners. That's Smash 101. If you're getting pressured by your opponent, go to the corners to try to reset the pressure. And as actually able to do so, Kola's having trouble landing, and that down tilt into up air is going to kill. That's tragic.
Such a consistent confirm in those positions. That up air hits so far that even if you have particularly perfect DI and SDI in those positions, usually SHADIC can follow it, SHADIC can get the confirm.
Yeah, I know Cole is sad about that one. You could see him at the very end of that one shaking his head like, what? How does that kill me? I was at 90%.
Right
yeah.
He puts his hand up, he's like, what do I do over there? What do I do?
Yeah, I mean, you can, if you've ever like been around Kola while he's playing friendlies, you know exactly what his thought process is, which is just, what? That character's so broken. I can't believe the down tilt up air killed. This character's the best one in the game.
This man is fueled by spite, and I love it.
Yes. Yeah, and it works out in his favor a lot of the time. This is the situation where not being stoic actually plays in a player's favor.
I 100% think that Kola playing angry plays best.
Yes. Absolutely agree with that. And SHADIC's going to have to deal with essentially foot on the gas. When Roy's car goes faster than Corrin's, you have to find a different road, I guess.
Yeah, just overwhelm them with pressure is the recipe for success here on Kola's side. Already using a little bit of dash dancing and some safe aerial pressure. The question becomes, can SHADIC keep the spacing going? This is fire versus ice, and I don't know if we're going to see a little bit of steam right here. Who's going to come out on top?
Yeah, nice FB out of shield here. Look at this pressure on the platforms, but SHADIC's okay to wait it out with shield and gets their own pressure started right here. Oh man, how do you get back?
Apparently aggro.
Yeah,
just go ahead and fastball it in Nair.
Nair is such a big and nice and safe hitbox to throw out, falling on Roy's. And you don't think about doing it that often because of how long the move lasts, but it is so useful against characters that have a longer sword than you.
Yeah, plus the ability to actually fastball and get Nair 1 to combo into stuff, or just to make it safe. Certainly a very versatile tool. Speaking of versatility, can we talk about that down smash option?
Turnaround down smash, hit with the back hitbox, and just sliced Roy off the stage. Kola's going to have to try to close this out at 80%. A nice double-edged dance will do it, and he tried to find it right there.
Tries to stall in the corner with the up air, and then the aggressive landing, and Kola just committed to shield fully.
Yes.
SHADIC even had the spot dodge right there, thinking, I need to get the heck out of dodge, but Kola unwilling to pull the trigger instead. Gets dragged all the way across stage, stuck in the corner on his end. Goes for the tomahawk, not going to work, and costs the stock too.
That was fantastic from Kola, showing that, yes, he is usually the foot on the pedal player, but he can be the foot on the brake as well. And SHADIC panicked a little bit and lost the stock for it. Now, here's the thing. SHADIC is now sped up. SHADIC is now going at the speed that Kola normally goes at, and now Kola has to adapt to that speed, being a full stock down.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up. Then we see a Corrin, typically not what you think of, is a high-octane character, not only keeping pace with, but up a full stock against a Roy that appears to be incredibly aggressive and particularly patiently so.
Yep.
We're not really seeing Kola throw himself at a wall, but every now and then SHADIC gets these combo strings that kind of look Roy-esque.
Right, you cannot slow down the game against a Roy, so you have to be able to speed up. And again, a Corrin that's able to speed up to the level of Roy is such a scary thing.
Agreed. Now neutral air out of shield, just trying to catch with the up air, Zed Nair into forward air, into up air yet again. Great jump away from Kola and gets the counter, catching SHADIC swinging a little bit too errantly.
95%, I'm going to say about 3 interactions, 3 reliable combo interactions into a kill confirm. Will do this for Kola, but you're going to have to find all of those into big advantage state. SHADIC doesn't get these up easily, and I love that, falling through the platform with the back air, predicting that Kola's not going to land on the platform. Honestly, the back air was fat enough it might have even hit it.
Now, what did you say about Kola's predilection for stage selections?
Probably a run it back.
I think he made that symbol while he was still in the blast zone. I saw him raise the hand right up. Yeah, go ahead and check the player cam on this one. Just a beautiful platform drop back air into true combo into run it back.
We're good. That was the laziest hand motion for run it back I've ever seen too. So yes, we are run it back Randy's in Georgia, Kola especially. So I know he has the ability to do it. Small battlefield is a fine enough stage. There's no big stage advantage I think that you're getting from going anywhere else. You're gonna get frame trapped if you go to a flat stage.
Wait a minute. That doesn't look like a run-it-back to me.
Wow, okay, so the run-it-back decided not to go with that, and instead we're going to Hollow Bastion. This is probably the one stage that this could work out in Kola's favor. You don't want to go to a long stage, you don't want to go to a flat stage because you don't want to get frame trapped by Corrin. This gives you the ability to play disadvantage around the top platform better and extend your combos off of that top platform and kill off the top with up air. But you're going to die to up air fast too.
Great delay on the side B, actually, in this position here. Full stage control here. Kola going for the down air, backs off, gets the jab into the back air, and that will clean it up. Only one neutral win right there. Net did SHADIC 56%. And Kola said, I'm going to take that whole stock, though. I don't need multiple interactions. Force him to ledge, clean it up.
Trying to find an opening here. They're both throwing out nairs, but unfortunately, Corrin's connects a little bit more reliably with that sweet spot being long. 35%. More extra credit would be
We
nice.
are defensive in this position.
So scared. It's the right choice from Kola. Don't put on too much pressure. You need more extra credit and ideally a stock take. So you just play very, very safe, very reliably. I love the confidence around the ledge play, but unfortunately gets clipped by the up B.
Now, I don't know about frame data, but I'm going to have to ask you on this one, Kevin. It looks to me as though Kola is having a heck of a time getting the down air to clip the up B. Instead, the up B, the disjoints on those wings seem to be beating that option out.
Sorry, I hate that kill. That was crazy. Yeah, it's just a matter of the timing of you using it, because I think best case scenario, you get the sweet spot on the up hit or on the last hitbox of the up B. Very nice chair to close out that stock, clean stock up for Kola. But in any case, it doesn't seem like he needs that to ledge trap. He has other options. He just wants the easy option.
Agreed. Stuck in the corner now, able to use that big neutral air to claim space, but barely actually misses the spacing. So now Kola, big opportunity keeping SHADIC from landing. More combos, more damage, continuing this advantageous position, but finally gets a double jump and manages to land. But stuck in the corner yet again.
And SHADIC found a back air to try to recreate space for himself. Actually is able to do that off of this nice reversal here. Parries the down smash fall through platform up air, and SHADIC is pressuring.
This position, though, it feels as though SHADIC just needs one of those confirms. Definitely not going to kill in that spot. Not nearly enough rage there. 85% the life on this last stock starting to dwindle. I feel like one of these disadvantageous positions needs to go SHADIC's way here. You're stuck underneath that platform yet again. This Roy continuing the pressure. It's when he stops swinging that you need to be afraid.
This is incredible. You rarely see against a young player like SHADIC, and against SHADIC specifically, somebody get into the head of this player, right? Usually SHADIC's the one controlling the momentum, has really ambiguous disadvantage options, but you can see how this ended right here too. Kola had this crazy long advantage state, waited out the back air, and at the very end of the end lag of the back air, throws out his own back air to take out SHADIC. Is so patient, is so ready for SHADIC's disadvantage options. Like, how does a player play advantage so well?
I mean, when you got the muttons like Roy, that does help just a wee bit.
Yeah.
Kola definitely an incredibly intelligent player, though. This is a man that has the nose of a shark. He understands when you're starting to crack mentally or when you're in a position that he can exploit to the fullest.
Okay, we're going to Kalos. So what were the bans exactly? That's a big question mark for me. We're going
Like
to this
Final
nice
Town, maybe? Like,
yeah, right, but then we have one more. So this is a big flat stage, which usually benefits Corrin, especially if Corrin can plank with the pin on the walls.
What are you doing,
so
Kola? This
deep.
man wants this win immediately. If he took that stock to shake his hand, instead jab forward smash on the plat. Like, you really want to go Kalos here? It's kind of looking like it might actually be a good Roy stage. Do it again.
Okay, I see the vision. I see the vision. Those top platforms are actually helping a whole lot with ledge trapping in a way that's so much more beneficial than going to a place that does not have those side platforms or going to a double platform stage. So this is a fantastic like option to leave open, almost a bait option to leave open for SHADIC, and Kola's showing up and showing out.
Goes to the platform with the pin there, but the weak hitbox means that the advantage state ends momentarily back to the corner. Dash forward into the side B, and not quite going to claim the stock.
No, but going deep is Kola every time. You can't edge guard Corrin. That is one of Corrin's weaknesses, is that linear recovery. And Kola not being afraid to go for it, because being reversaled off stage against Corrin is probably not going to happen if SHADIC is that deep out.
Even going for the trump too, like Kola is showing layers to his ledge trapping here. We continue, now he forces SHADIC in his shield. SHADIC was absolutely terrified there. Kola just ran across stage like, I'll take the grab, fine, what of it?
Yeah.
This is another opportunity for ledge trap. And he's
That
got
was
another
quite
crazy
an option. Oh my goodness, actually just barely misses getting hit by the pin there. And SHADIC's just been on defense this entire game, is unable to even start a frame trap, let alone start at a good advantage state.
D-Hop not going to quite get. SHADIC has the ability to respond. Finally, a little bit of breathing room and makes it count. This is why you go to this stage. It is such an open space in the middle that Kola, without resources, has to go ahead and dodge the 50-50 situations with that up air.
Yeah, we're going to go deep sometimes. We're not going to go deep other times. Kola is really playing all of the mix-up options available in neutral. In the true Smash tools, you are using everything that you have.
A B2 in that position just to cover everything. Kola has a hitbox for every season and making us aware. Wait, what the?
And it sounds like we've got a fire alarm going off. Somebody's not happy that Kola's winning this game.
I mean, you know why the fire alarm's going off. It's letting the people know that Kola's cooking.
On fire. We're going to continue this set. We aren't afraid of no fire alarms. You guys can exit as you want, but Kola and SHADIC is still going on. We don't stop Smash for nothing.
We are locked in this room. Come rain or come shine, come whatever will be. We're here to see what Kola can do.
Now here's the issue. That really threw Kola off. That took all Kola's momentum away. He was cooking the whole time. He had all the advantage state in the world, and now he's got to find it again. He's able to find one more opening. He's still got to stock up, but SHADIC is able to find some openings, and this is a lot more even than when we started.
Neutral air not quite going to connect now. SHADIC starting to back off, using that back air and using the pin to claim space. This feels like an awkward position here where you are dead on. SHADIC is starting to reclaim the momentum, and Kola, with rage, can claim the stock, but you need to actually get within arm's reach of this sortie. The back airs, the pins are making it so difficult. Stuck in the corner yet again. Up air not going to connect, nor is the jab.
I don't know if you guys can hear that beeping, but we are not leaving. We are finishing this game out. Kola wants to win this game and send it to a Game 5 before we have to adjust or do whatever we have to do. I don't care about the announcements. We've got to close this game out. SHADIC is stalling, actually finds the up air. Kola is on last stock as well.
Using the up air on his side, Kola yet again trying to shark on this landing.
What?
And gets it with a forward smash. Definitely not going to kill all the way across the stage, though. Down air not going to connect. We're going with the jab. No, just backing off, respecting the space. Not going to get hit with the pin. The
No way!
will definitely not do it either. Another fake kill screen. Yet again, we want to clean this one up quickly, but SHADIC's DI has been perfect in these positions.
Yeah, you only have to find one errant hit at this point. Forward air at ledge will kill. Back air from anywhere will kill. Double edge dance absolutely will kill. An up air will kill, but SHADIC is starting the own string, wanting to close it out quickly. The back air doesn't connect. Still trying to keep the pressure, but actually breaks up the pin into the kick with his own back air. Kola takes game 4, sends it to a game 5 as we have to evacuate, I think.
I know at this point, we got to go ahead and apologize here. I don't know if it was Kola's game plan or our commentary spitting hot fire, but unfortunately, the building is telling us that we need to leave ASAP. So we will be right back, y'all. Bear with us for just a minute or two as we deal with this emergency situation.
Stick around for that game 5. We'll be back.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle, or KML, or Mr. KML Tournaments. Doesn't really matter. But we're back. We're safe. Everybody's okay. Everybody was able to get outside super quickly. If you guys don't know who I am, because there's like 4,000 people watching, I am the head producer for this event, so you're probably going to see me later. However, I'm just here to explain what happened real quick. We are going to do everything else on stream. We were able to get our venue time extended, and we're going to finish this current set between SHADIC and Kola, which is about to start a game 5 after a hand warmer, and then we're going to run losers quarters and the rest of the tournament. Pretty easy. If you have any questions for me, that is KML_1030 on Twitter. Have a good night, everyone.
I don't know if we're keeping us live.
All right, we are back.
All right.
Through the fire, through the flames, through the brimstone.
Yes.
You can't burn down Patchwork. Well, they tried, though.
They tried. Our trophy is singed. You can't see it.
So, y'all, there was no Smasher pulling the fire alarm.
No.
There was no foul play. There was no malfeasance by any of our tournament attendees.
No.
There was an actual fire in the building.
Yes.
Unrelated to Smash whatsoever. There was a fire in the kitchen. It was put out immediately. The fire department still had to show up, turn off the alarm, and double-check the building to make sure that we were good to go. So, with that in mind, we have some more Smash to do.
Yes. Yes. We've got a game 5 still to do.
Let it be known that despite all this, it's either Kola's the hottest player in the building, or we got a couple of nice commentators out here.
Yeah, we're gonna say that. Yeah, we're gonna say either one. Honestly, honest to God, either way, Georgia W right now. We've got game 5 about to come up between Kola and SHADIC. I'm so glad we're leaving the character select lobby on screen so that you guys can see Kola's absolute insanity while we wait for SHADIC to come to the stage.
This man is trying to hit buttons, and we got poor Lugia, one of the KML production crews, sitting across from him, being like, God damn, this man is just staring me in the eye. He sees my soul. He sees my sins.
Love it. Had a fantastic break outside. It was very nice. A little bit of a drizzle outside. I mean, this major, I'm going to keep saying this major has everything.
Y'all, this is Smash in a nutshell.
Yeah.
We got thrown out last night, and tonight there's a fire alarm and we got thrown out again. So
yeah.
I think the KML already told you that we're going to be starting up another stream ever so shortly. So because of that, we want to make sure that we can keep this all wrapped up before, I believe, like
Apparently,
8:30
they
PM.
said that we're doing all of this on main now because they got a venue extension.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what
Is that the
said.
case,
Yeah.
KML? Wonderful.
Yeah, we got a venue extension, so we're going to be able to run everything on main still. So you're still going to have us for a couple more sets.
All right.
And you won't have to go to the side stream.
I'm chilling then.
Everybody's going to be able to watch
I thought they
all
were going to kick
Patchwork.
us off immediately.
I was
I'm
worried
sitting there
too.
Like, I'm sitting here like, all right, well, I guess I have to go immediately. We'll do our little intro and then toss it off to our next two talented commentators, which will be Dom and Nerf.
Yep.
But hey, you stuck with us. I hope you enjoyed.
Alrighty. They did some stage banning outside. There was a lot of like unseriousness happening outside, some talks about VOD reviewing and some back and forth here and there, but Kola and SHADIC are both happy with how they're coming into this game 5. They did some stage bans outside. I believe it was Battlefield, Small Battlefield, and Smashville, if I'm not mistaken, so it looks like they're going to run it to PS2.
Wonderful. And don't worry, y'all, we did enforce our rule about mid-set coaching. We
Yes.
made sure that we had two people at all times next to both of the players, and if they said a word, we had words with them.
So we're coming into this game 5 fresh, and I mean fresh. A long break in between. Let's see how we go into it. We're running it to PS2, the classic, and we're doing a button check to start.
Yeah, exactly. These two have been outside for about 30, 45 minutes or so needed a little bit of a break just to make sure that the hands are warm and the buttons do be working.
Yep, it looks like Kola got enough of a button check during the character select. I'm obviously kidding. He was just rubbing his hands together, and now he's warming up.
But I do want to take a moment to say thank you all so much for sticking with us during this. There have been a ton of problems at Patchwork, but we are trying to go ahead and make sure that we end up on time, and with some phenomenal matches.
This is what happens when you have a grassroots major. I see like some people complaining on Twitter. I see some people like calling out Patchwork as being unserious. And I think the whole point that everybody forgets that this is
Smash.
This is Smash, but
this is how it works.
But this is a grassroots major. We didn't have a bunch of big sponsors come in and like help out. We didn't have like the GOMO level support or the CEO level support. We built this up from the ground up. Mikey built this up from the ground up, and there's going to be problems, especially when you're not expecting this many people to come out. Like, it was expected to be a regional before
also,
just a couple weeks ago.
I mean, like, it's not like a Smasher pulled the fire alarm. It's not like a Smasher, like whatchamacallit, started to fire. This was like in the kitchen crew. We're here at NC State, and that's one of those where it's out of your control.
Yeah.
So I will actually reverse all those fools on Twitter who have no idea what the hell they're talking about, and give props to the production crew and props to the tournament scene, because guess what? We are already ready to go after a 30 or so minute break. They have been rolling with the punches. We've been rolling with the punches. I'm ready to go ahead and throw one or two if people keep bad-mouthing Bud's team.
100% agree. You guys know who you are on Twitter. Stop complaining. I'll tell you who it isn't. It isn't the players in the top 8. They were having a fine time outside, trying to stay locked in. So if you're complaining, I mean,
to be honest, check out the group photos. There were too many smiles out here. The folks that are actually here know how hyped this one has been.
Absolutely.
And also got a shout out, whatchamacallit, a few of the folks that were that are watching there reached out afterwards and said that they are absolutely enjoying the matches as well as our commentary. So there we go. Kevin, always been fun working with you.
Yes, of course.
This has been a fire block, literally and figuratively, and I'm looking forward to going ahead and cleaning this one up.
I agree. Let's talk, while they're getting set up with this button check, let's talk about the big adaptation, right? This is about to be a reverse 3-0 potentially for Kola. He came into the counter pick for SHADIC, which was Kalos, and tore it up. Up until the fire alarm got rang. Then he lost a little bit of focus, a little bit of momentum. SHADIC started to bring it back. But then the second that he was able to lock back in, he closed out the game very definitively on Kalos again. So, of course, we're going to be seeing another stage swap. We weren't comfortable with that. We're going to go to a more comfortable stage for both players, which is PS2. But what did we see? What was different? What caused such a massive, like, explosive opening from Kola?
So I had called out earlier that basically Kola was going off stage quite a bit, trying to get those aerials to get those stocks early. The problem really was it wasn't working out. SHADIC was stalling with either the counter, with the back air, just using his momentum tools to make sure that Kola never was able to land that meaty hit off stage. So instead, what did Kola do? Reasserted dominance on stage. He stood at roll distance and started jabbing in the corner. And typically you think, oh, that's just basic Roy B&B nonsense. It represents a sea change in what Kola was trying to do. We weren't trying to take the stock off stage. We were recognizing I'm playing to my character's strength on stage.
Yes. Absolutely. If you guys can still hear us over the spam, classic Kola stuff, but we're getting into it. Let's go, Georgia. Kola affirmed us outside that he is not a Drake fan, so please beat his ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
Jesus. All right, getting started immediately. Locking in here, SHADIC Kola, Game 5. We are back through the fire and brimstone to give you this hot set.
Yep. I'm hoping that was the blazer from Roy setting off that fire, because we saw that come out a lot more in the last couple of games too. Calling out SHADIC on either using his aerials too early so that they're unsafe, or unsafe options grounded. And I think that's a lot of what allowed Kola to find the advantage states and the really explosive like frame traps and stuff like that on Kalos. But now we have platforms for defense.
And actually, SHADIC starting to do a lot more anti-airing against Kola, just aggressively challenging these hitboxes, working out a little bit, starting off up air yet again, trying to go ahead and shark under that platform, and then into the side B. You called that one out perfectly, Kevin. Kola turning it up here on Game 5. Yeah,
that was something that he was talking about, just on his own, like he was talking out loud, that side B was something that he could have used in more situations, and I think that we're going to be seeing a lot more of that. It's an explosive way to catch SHADIC. Even with how like the sweet spot is kind of short, you can still catch the sour spot. And I can't believe that up air killed.
Neither can SHADIC. SHADIC actually had the hand up. I was like, really? We actually going out that early? Unfortunately, that just means now Kola can use the movement of this character to try to create openings instead of tossing out a bunch of hitboxes. Stuck in the corner, though, does manage to shield in there. Good run-up grab into solid damage, but SHADIC great actually like fast fall down on that one.
Yep, absolutely, yeah. We see another double-edged dance coming out. Kola's keeping so much pressure hot, chasing onto the platform, chasing SHADIC, and the ledge trap, but SHADIC just avoids it, goes high, and this is the issue with having such a long break in between. Both players are trying to relearn the other's habits, trying to recondition the other. Big mash out, and SHADIC's got advantage again, got stage.
It feels as though Roy is actually at his best, not when he's rushing at you hitting buttons, but when he's rushing at you, allowing you to hit buttons, but actually, talking about hitting buttons right there, that up B, very preemptive to dodge that air aerial options from SHADIC didn't work out quite particularly well, but I'm liking the thought from Kola.
Yeah, the thought was good, but it was a heartbreaker because if he drifted in any more, he would have gotten caught by that pin. So we're starting over on the ledge trap, 100% up on Kola. He's got so much room to work with here. It's just a matter of staying in advantage or at least keeping neutral hot. I love that bait out, but couldn't follow it up with anything. Parries the pin, gets a nice double-edged dance. Back foot is SHADIC. What's the punish?
Just a back throw, actually misses the tech, so gives Kola some time to set up, but still unable to get the punish. Instead, stuck in the corner yet again, jab coming out, neutral air from SHADIC. These hitboxes continue to land on defensive options. Everybody just frame off instead. SHADIC bursts out 56% and more.
Keeping the momentum hot. That spot dodge was read out right there. SHADIC went really deep, but Kola should be able to make it back from this one. The Nair does not connect. SHADIC still got advantage, still got stage. Kola's trying to roll back to center, actually gets the jab, isn't able to connect in the up air. The DI up and out is fantastic.
Oh, but the back air in that pivotal moment, it feels like the scramble situation was really going Kola's way. SHADIC finally manages to actually get the killing blow.
Oh, that was so unfortunate. Kola had such a big lead, but is able to find that Nair to even up the stocks again. We are on Game 5, last stock in winter semis.
Up the onto the platform, but now in an awkward spot here. SHADIC able to go ahead and toss out those safe neutral airs, retreating, but Kola bursts through another zone breaking dash in. Stuck in the corner here, landing up air, misses, foretail hits, and the chase down. You cannot escape.
He finds the second hit of Nair. SHADIC is only ready for fares, hasn't been ready for these Nairs. Still chasing his Kola, actually finds the Blazer out of shield, is able to maintain stage, is able to maintain this juggle. 95%, there's a lot of things that will kill right here.
Up air certainly potentially one of them instead. SHADIC resets to neutral, starts using those big disjointed neutral airs as well. Solid damage there, jumps into the forward air, double forward air. Big damage here on SHADIC's side and just exhausting Kola mentally as well as his resources. And feel the pace here, Kevin. We are significantly slower than we were earlier. Kola's aggressive options starting to get stymied here late in Game 5.
Yeah, SHADIC is trying to slow down the pace of the game. PS2 does afford you that, but 122%, maybe an F-tilt, something like that. Oh, gets red on the shield right there, and the pin is actually cut out by the last hit of double-edged dance, and Kola takes Game 5 after the fire alarm is pulled, after we are standing outside, after all of his momentum gets stuffed from Games 3 and Games 4, he still pulls out the reverse 3-0.
Absolutely stunning performance right there from Kola, and a game of frames. We all know how long range SHADIC's pin is in those positions. Corrin is a character